All right, everybody, we are actually doing a menage a trois of sorts.
It
we
is
got
now time
Spencer,
for the Pony Cake Sports Podcast
and Tom, and myself.
with your host,
and
Josh
we are going to do a
Stevens
recap
and Tom
of
Schultz.
this last week, which would have been week 13. And really, I put up the most points. I feel a little bit better about myself and overall in the season. I did.
I scored
No.
131.
Oh, no. Well, regardless, I put up 130, so I feel a little bit better.
You shouldn't,
Why not?
because you still had a terrible season and you're a terrible person.
Terrible person. Why would you say something like that?
I wish everyone could see what you're wearing right now, and then they would know why I said that.
You look pretty creepy.
I look like a rock star.
Your chest hair's out. You got a gold chain. Yeah, it's not good.
You look like you just did a line of cocaine.
I could only hope. So let's go Jerry and Josh Schultz. Jerry ends up winning by, 12 points, 12.8. So he got pretty lucky. He got in with only 78 points. If he would have pretty much played anybody else besides Danny or Mike Agent, who put up a measly 52, then Jerry's playoff hopes would have been ruined, unfortunately for him.
Jared's probably the luckiest team ever. He should not be in the playoffs. Joey should be in the playoffs. But that's how fantasy football goes.
That being said, I'm kind of scared of Jerry's team in the playoffs. He's got a couple of players on his team that could blow up in a given week. Could be bad for some of us. So,
Well, I'm going to eliminate him next week. This week. You won't have to worry about him.
Next matchup, we have Tom versus Joey, and this one was a barn burner of senses. Tom ends up winning and knocking Joey out of the playoffs. And I was personally rooting for Joey to win because I wanted that extra draft pick in the bottom 6.
yeah, about this game, I feel a little bit bad for Joey. He's 8-5. There's a couple of teams that didn't finish as well as he did, have less points scored, have less wins, that are in the playoffs. I felt bad for Joey for about 5 minutes. Then I remembered it's Joey and I don't care. And I'm glad he's not in the playoffs. His team's scary. And, Tom's entire team blew up besides Devontae Adams. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, Joey, he deserves to be here. Second most points scored. It's huge. But he's not. Feels good to eliminate him, though.
Next matchup, we got Spencer versus Tim. And Spencer ends up pulling out the win, 109-96. And Tim, of course, is acting like it doesn't matter. He's moving. And if he was winning this game or did win this game, then I feel like you would see a shit ton more of shit talk coming from Tim.
Huge win for Spencer. I'm proud of you. You're the number 1 seed. You deserve it, bud.
I'd like to just take this time to point out how Tim is a little bitch. He started off the week talking mad shit. Thursday night rolls around. I had to play Kyle Rudolph because Walker's on a bye. Rudolph gets 4.5 points. He continues to talk mad shit. Talks about Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper is going to put up so many points this weekend. Austin Hooper put up a whopping 0 points for the day. Tim apparently had a terrible day moving. It snowed up there. There was 6 inches of snow. He probably had to deal with his fucking wife all day. I'm just really glad that Tim had a terrible Sunday, to be honest with you, and I'm super happy that I don't know his league fee anymore. So,
Go ahead.
Spencer, are you nervous possibly of facing Tim in the second round of the playoffs?
I'm not nervous. I will say that he has a good team on paper. That's probably the most I'm going to give him as a compliment. That being said, I could see him overthinking his team and making some mistakes. His quarterback situation, he's got 2 pretty good quarterbacks, and I would not want to have to make that decision week in and week out between Big Ben and Derek Carr. So I could see that biting him in the ass some point in the playoffs.
First matchup of the playoffs is Tim versus Alex. And looking at the matchups real quick, we have Tim. He's got Roethlisberger at Buffalo. We got Matt Forte at San Francisco. We got Jeremy Hill at Cleveland. and Antonio Brown at Buffalo. We know Tim's team relies a lot on his quarterback to wide receiver combo, and that is Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown. And they are at Buffalo with the possibility of snow. I think that he should be extremely worried for those two guys because those are the two that get him the bulk of his points on a week-to-week basis.
Tim should definitely start Derek Carr this week. Plain and simple. Big Ben's a different quarterback when he's on the road. And he's on the road this week. Buffalo's a solid defense, but Tim's trying to start Big Ben and make the wrong decision and possibly get eliminated this week.
I can see that happening. I agree with you. I think he should start Derek Carr. I would probably start Derek Carr most weeks over Big Ben. I think he's just a better quarterback at this point of their careers. I'm looking at Alex's team here. He's still got Todd Gurley in over Latavius Murray. I think he's overthinking that. Murray's been a great running back this year. He's actually the number 11th overall running back. I think you have to play him regardless. But that's just me. There's still there's still some time left for them to make the changes. Tim really needs to hope that Jordan Reed plays. It's a huge part of his team.
Yeah, looking at the last couple games Kansas City has played against running backs, they've given up 27 last week to Devontae Freeman. They gave up 12 the week before. They gave up 13 the week before. So they're consistently giving up points to running backs. And then you look at Atlanta, yeah, they give up a crap ton to running backs. But at the same time, it's Todd Gurley and the lowly LA Rams with Jared Goff. So I'm a little leery with starting Gurley over Latavius Murray. If it was my playoff life on the line, obviously it's not because my team was fucking terrible, then I would start Latavius Murray, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'd do the same.
I mean,
Lat Murray would be in my lineup over Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley hasn't done shit this year. Somehow he's still the 20th ranked running back. But Alex, you normally make smart decisions. You should change your current lineup.
my gut tells me he will have that change before the Thursday night game.
I think so as well. And Doug Baldwin this week, I love the matchup. And if you guys have listened to our wide receiver forecast for week number 14, you can follow us on iTunes, Google Play, or now iHeartRadio. If you guys listen to us, we love Doug Baldwin this week. Simple plug.
I think it's no doubt about it who I'm cheering for. I'm definitely cheering for Alex. I think his team's a little bit easier to beat when I play the winner of this game, and I just flat out don't like Tim. I don't want anything good to happen in his life, fantasy football, otherwise.
I want him to get hit by a car.
I mean, he's got children, so I'm not going to go that far, but I just hope he has a miserable life.
I love you.
That's terrible. So, Tom, let's make our prediction. Who wins this matchup?
Mr. Tim Thompson. It's his first playoff appearance ever. He's going to win this week. It's going to be close, but Jeremy Hill is going to lead him to victory. It's a great start, and I just love his matchup this week. I think he's got a chance to get over 20 points.
I am going to go with Alex. Alex wins, and Tim does not get the chance to basically clear his name with Spencer. So, I'm sorry, Tim, but Alex is going to take this one. Go ahead.
I'm going with Alex. I think Larry Fitz is going to blow up. I think Martellus Bennett is going to blow up. And I think he's going to put in Murray last minute, and Murray's going to have a solid game.
I think so as well. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Next matchup, let's go with Jerry and Tom. Actually, I guess the only other matchup that really matters for anything. And looking at Jerry's team, he's got Tom Brady, and that kind of scares me against Baltimore's defense. Baltimore's defense has been pretty decent against quarterbacks the last 2 weeks. Against Tannehill, they only let up 9 points, and against Andy Dalton, who Andy Dalton is pretty decent, only gave up 15 points. So I'd be a little worried if I was Jerry and the Tom Brady bunch. But Melvin Gordon I like, LeGarrette Blount I hate, and pretty much everybody else on Jerry's team I am totally against. So I'm sorry, Jerry, I just don't see a win in your future.
Personally, I love his defense. He's got the Bengals playing the Browns. It's a one of the best matchups of the week. I think Terrell Pryor has a solid chance to do something. Maybe RG3 will be back, be throwing the deep ball, and Will Fuller has got a chance at that deep ball as well against Indy. Big fan of his wide receiver matchups, but I like my matchups a lot more this week.
You know what's scary about Jerry's team, too, is he's got Justin Tucker. I mean, he's good for 15, 20 points any given week, and his defense probably streamed 10 or 15 points this week. I think this matchup is going to be a lot closer than the other matchup, and wondering who Tom is going to get at kicker here. He's got some claims in, I guess. Tom, do you care to share with us who you're going to take here?
I'm not going to tell you guys.
Yeah, looking at the rest of Tom's team, I love Jameis Winston this week. You look at him for the playoffs, this is kind of why people wanted to get him. They got New Orleans, they got Dallas, so if you get by Dallas next week, or you make it out of that round in the championship game, you got New Orleans again. So I feel, if I was Tom, I would feel pretty confident if I had Jameis Winston rolling as my quarterback, even if you have Andrew Luck.
I'm curious if Tom is going to change Devontae Adams out last minute this week. I know Devontae Adams has been playing well, but he's got a tough matchup against Seattle's D, and he's got some good wide receivers on the bench. Just physically gifted wide receivers, especially Allen Robinson, who's got a pretty okay. Well, Minnesota's good too, but I mean it's Allen Robinson, so I don't know. I think Tom's going to be crafty here and switch that out last minute, but we'll see.
Minnesota is second against wide receivers on the year, if you wanted to look up that stat. But if you listen to our wide receiver forecast for the Week 14, again, you can find that on Podomatic, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, pretty much every. Don't look at me like that. You can find it on anything, but we talked about that.
No, this will be my starting lineup besides my kicker. I'm not going to change anything else. The only thing I was contemplating was changing Winston out, but I really like his matchup against the Saints. But I think he's going to have a huge week.
How does that hurt your feelings a little bit, not being able to start your boy, Andrew Luck?
Kind of does, but I'm smart. And that's why I'm a two-time champ. And that's why I'm the only team in this league to never miss the playoffs.
Whew! That's big.
Woo.
So let's go. Spencer, make your pick. Who you got?
I think I'm going to take Jerry in the upset. I don't know why.
We got an asshole over here. We let him on this show and he's going to fucking be like that?
That's disrespectful.
That's not American.
I don't know, man. I think his defense, his kicker is going to both have a great game. They're going to throw up like 40 points between them. I think Tom Brady's going to have a good game. I think Pryor's going to have a good game. I see the upset coming. I don't know why, but I don't want it to happen. You know I hate Jerry just as much as I hate Tim, but I just think it's going to happen.
Spencer, quit lying to all of us. You and Jerry are like best friends right now. You guys play NHL almost every day together online, and you guys have all these sweet and cute little text messages together like, hey, bro, get on NHL. I know you're secretly rooting for him, so fuck you, you little bitch. I will see you in the championship game, and I'm going to fuck you up like I did last time.
Damn.
I'm predicting I win.
I got to throw one more thing in there. If I'm Jerry, I put in Perriman over Will Fuller. Jerry, I hope you listen to that. It's good advice. You should probably take it.
Perriman.
Brock Osweiler. Will Fuller is not bad. His quarterback is terrible, and I would not touch a Texans wide receiver right now. But that's just me.
Man, if I had to choose anybody, I'd probably go Anquan Bolden, to be honest.
I think they're both better options than Will Fuller. But I'm sure Jerry will start Will Fuller, and that might be his downfall. We'll see.
Possibly. Do we want to make the announcement of what we're gonna do at the Fantasy Christmas?
Yeah, let's do it.
Tom, go ahead.
All right. Normally we wait to do the draft pick lottery. We will be doing it at Fantasy Christmas. We will also be doing our division draft. Divisions are changing this year. We've had these same divisions for 3 years now, and it's time for a change. It's time to make this league great again. You feel me?
And I feel like this is the perfect place and perfect time to do so, just for the fact that everybody will be there. So, and everybody has agreed to it for the most part.
Also, people that are listening, if you want changes to our league, this is the time you have to bring them up. They will be voted on. Most likely, adding PPR to our league will be brought up and discussed and voted on. I know Josh wants to implement a .25 PPR to our league.
I do.
And let's see if that gets passed. I personally think it'll be great for our league. I mean, it'll be great for our league.
Go ahead.
A bit of sad news about the Christmas party is there will not be a Brandon Cooks jersey this year in the gift exchange. Justin was not able to procure me a Brandon Cooks jersey this season, unfortunately. Apparently, he's so bad of a player that they do not make his jersey anymore. So I apologize. Tim has got the last Brandon Cooks jersey.
As a Brandon Cooks owner, if he gets traded to any other team, what team are you hoping he gets traded to if you still have him?
I don't know. A part of me honestly wants to say the Rams, and I know that's stupid. I know you think that's stupid, but like,
I hate you.
They just don't.
I hate you.
They don't have me. Why do you hate me?
Just because it's another Tavon Austin.
He's so much better than Tavon Austin. It's not even close. Don't even say that. It's not a good comparison. It's not fair. He's way better than Tavon Austin.
All right.
Look at their stats. He's way better. Watch him play. He's way better. Like, he's still like a top 15 wide receiver right now, and he just has these boomer bust weeks.
Okay, so let's do.
What, Josh?
What?
You know, week 16, he's got the Bucks, bro. He's gonna blow up that week. Okay.
He's got the Bucks
so
this
you know.
week too.
He's got the Bucks
but
this week too.
I'm gonna buy because I'm the number 1 seed, and it doesn't matter what he does this week. I hope he gets 0 points this week. I'm benching my entire team this week.
Wow. All right, so if you got Jerry winning in an upset, obviously who would play you? That would be
Tim or Alex.
Tim or Alex.
Yeah.
So if you have Alex winning, do you have yourself beating Alex? I would hope so.
I do.
And then if Jerry beats Tom, like you say, who wins in that next matchup?
I think Justin will win.
Justin will win. So who wins the championship?
I really hope it's me, but I think it's going to be Justin.
Woo! Tom, what about you?
I will be the first 3-time winner of the Starfish. It's that simple. I already ordered the name tag. Tom 2016. It's been ordered.
I've already designed my T-shirts, bro. So
That's gonna be you're gonna be giving them to those little kids in Africa, just like the Indians gave all their shirts to.
Want to talk about baseball real quick, Spencer. What are your thoughts about Chris Sale and the trade that the White Sox did?
Well, I'm glad they traded him. I don't really know much about the prospects they got back. I know Tim was saying they're good. You know, the White Sox are going to suck for the next 5 to 7 years, unfortunately. Probably longer. We don't really have a good front office at all, or a good owner for that matter. So, you know, things are definitely looking bleak on the South Side for 5 to 10 years here.
Should have traded with the Cubs. Got more back.
Nope.
Just saying.
We got the best prospect in baseball.
And he's 21 years old.
What's wrong with that?
Just saying. Most time prospects are like 18, 19.
Nah, 21 still.
Is there a part of you, Spencer, that wants Tim to win just so you can shove your foot up his asshole?
I mean, I think he might kill himself if I beat him twice and knock him out of the playoffs. I would hope that he would kill himself.
That's the type of stuff you root for and you want to happen.
Maybe like a murder-suicide situation.
Oh, my God.
Not his children.
Well,
Not his children, just like his wife and himself.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Spencer.
His kids are good kids. They did nothing wrong.
Spencer, how good do you think your team is?
I'm not going to sit here and think and say that they're the best team. They're not the best team, but for the most part, they're fairly consistent. I was looking through. I was trying to come up with my own stat. Tim made his little fucking stat this year. From week 6 on, I was the only team I think to score over 93 points every single week. So my team's gotten way more consistency since week 6. I still have some boomer bust players. Obviously Jordan Howard's not going to score 3 touchdowns every week, but if he doesn't do it, Brandon Cooks can do it. Aaron Rodgers can do it. Golden Tate's got big plays in him. So, I'm feeling okay about my team going into the playoffs. I'm a little bit nervous about the wide receiver situation. I have 4 pretty good wide receivers. The decision-making there is going to be a little tough, especially with the way they've been using Brandon Cooks. So I can't really bench Brandon Cooks, but a part of me is going to want to. But I don't know. We'll see.
Spencer, right now, you have some solid keeper options. If you had to pick your 5 keepers for next year right now, who would it be?
I'm keeping Jordan Howard for sure. Moncrief for sure.
A guy you're not even starting this week.
Well, I'm not playing this week because I have a bye because I'm number 1 seed.
Next week, that's right.
C.J. Anderson. Devontae Booker's not been that impressive to me. I think he'll still be fine with his job. And then probably Brandon Cooks, depending on where he goes. And I don't really have very many high draft picks next year, so it's going to come down to either Aaron Rodgers or Golden Tate, probably.
Bleh.
Are you regretting trading a 6th-round pick for Aaron Rodgers?
No. I mean, if I would have not made it this far and been this good, I would definitely regret it. But I think I made the decision, towards the beginning of the season that I was going for the championship this year, and we're almost there and not satisfied with just being the number 1 seed. Maybe like a loser like Tim would be happy with being the regular season champ, but we're definitely not over yet. Tom and I understand this as winners of this league, that the real season starts now. So
that was a good answer.
Very professional, like.
I mean, I got old ass Jonathan Stewart too, so I'm definitely going for it this year. So
Totally makes sense. Anything else?
I mean, can we just talk about how we hate Tim for like 5 more minutes?
You have technically 7 minutes and 13 seconds.
I'm just kidding. I don't need to talk about how I hate Tim anymore. I think he knows that I hate him.
I really hope Tim wins this week and that you guys face each other in the next round. It'll be great for our league and just good in general. The trash talking will be great.
It'll be great for Fantasy Christmas, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be at the same place. There might be a murder that day.
Is Fantasy Christmas week 2 of the playoffs?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our championship fantasies on Christmas?
Yeah.
Like real Christmas?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's crazy.
Oh, I'm going to tell my family to fuck off.
All right. Well, is that all we got?
Tim, make sure to bring your $100 for Joey on Fantasy Christmas, bro.
So you don't have to pay for him anymore?
No, because we made some bets on Thanksgiving Day about the games, and then I graciously offered to let him out of the bets if he got an Xbox, and he refused my gracious offer, so he can fuck himself. Joey kind of talked him out of it for some reason. I don't know why. And then we did double or nothing on our game. It would either been he owes me nothing or it would be he owes me nothing and I pay his league fee, or he pays his league fee. So he's got to pay up now.
Interesting.
Unfortunate.
Not bad. I agree. If he did that, then he should have to pay up.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely paying. It's all documented in group. So.
It's all documented. All right, well, that's all we got for everybody, and that was our basically Spencer saying how much he hates Tim. Spencer, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for looking like a fucking beat-up club promoter tonight.
You
I
gotta
appreciate that.
really a beat up club promoter? Come on. My outfit
I
is
don't know.
very nice.
You should fucking take a screenshot of that and post it on Twitter on Pony Cake.
All right, man. We'll talk to you.
Later, bro.
All right, see.